definitely not the end of my TV career by any means. However, I do want them to realize that I have started my own thing. So it's going to be juicy in storyline land.
How you doing? How you holding up? You look stunning. The hair, the outfit. I mean, I would expect nothing less.
Oh, thank you so much. Being a mother, it's sometimes hard to get up and do the glam that I used to do. But I got it together for you this morning, but I'm doing great. Thank you.
I love it. And you have an exciting couple of weeks coming up because your book, How to Be a Boss Bitch, is coming out. So you have to tell us why this book, why now?
For me, it's something that I've been working on for years, and it was really important to get my message out to people. When I started the show, the number one message that I got, it wasn't about fashion. It wasn't about beauty. It was actually about confidence. And people were like, how can I talk to my boss like that? How can I be this confident, and how can I portray myself and feel this way? So for me, it was really a passion project because confidence wasn't something that I was born with. It was something that I acquired over time after being told no over and over again and watching doors literally slam in front of my face. So I wanted to write a book that wasn't about me, but was told through the stories that I've experienced in my life to get to where I am today. So it was really important in my messaging. I wanted people to read this book who've never even heard of me, but saw it in an airport and said, you know what? I like that. I want to live my most unapologetic life. And that was really important for me.
I love it. And I am surprised that you are such this confident person. And I feel like that is such a thing that women, men, anyone could learn more how to show up and be confident. I mean, I love the title, How to Be a Boss Bitch, because hello, we all need to be boss bitches. One of my favorite quotes, you had so many great quotes during Selling Sunset, all throughout the seasons. But one of my favorite things you said is when people call me a bitch, I take it as a compliment. That's a compliment to me. So why is it a compliment to you? Because sometimes, people can be like, oh, you're calling me a bitch.
I think a positive thing. Quiet, amenable women never make history, which was so eloquently said by, I believe it was Eleanor Roosevelt. Was it? I don't know.
So. I'm nodding my head. I assume.
I think if people are talking about you, it's because you're thinking outside of the box. It's because you're doing something different. It's because you're threatening them with your power, your ambition, your drive. And I really think I take it as a compliment. I say, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. Thank you. It means you're doing something right.
I mean, you are doing things right because not only do you have this book coming out, but you also have a new real estate company with your husband. So you have to set the record straight for us though, because a lot of fans are thinking, okay, well then this is the end of Christine at the O Group, at the Oppenheim Group.
Well, I'll set the record straight for you. So this is a company that my husband and I have been working on for 1.5 years. To give context, my husband invented the food delivery industry. He was the first to do that with a company called Foodler, which then was sold to Grubhub. In 2013, he was the first to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment for food on a platform. So he was an innovator in his field. So he's very well versed, worked at Cisco, has a background in technology. And so we kind of said, wouldn't it be great if our worlds could collide one day? And I saw a niche in the market that became not a niche. It became a request every day where buyers and sellers were coming to me saying, hey, I had this newfound wealth. I don't know what to do with it. And I would love to buy a house. And so I saw this need, and my husband and I came up with the idea actually when we were traveling, we were on our travels. And I said, let's make a platform to facilitate all these transactions. And I'm so great that we did. We work with buyers, sellers, and agents. And it's a great thing. It's no different than a traditional brokerage, except it's the future. And the great thing about this is we can close on a property in 1 day, which is so incredible. No loan contingencies, contingent on the inspection process. It's so great. It's the future, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
I was about to say, it sounds like the future, and you're jumping on that, which you kind of have to answer the other part if you can.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the Oppenheim Group, where do you stand with that? Because you know,
Yeah.
season
So
5.
I'll be honest with you, since I started my own brokerage, I had to terminate my contract. I had to, because I started my own company and I needed to hang my license with my company. So I did terminate my contract, but that has nothing to do with the show. And Jason and I are on great terms. I told him, this is a move for me and my business. This is my business, next venture of my life. And I need you to realize that this is just part of, me expanding my business. And to which he was really receptive and really, we had a good heart to heart about that. And I think he understands it has nothing to do with the show whatsoever. I love the show. I'll be on the show for as long as they'll have me. It's my home. I've been on there for season 1 and I love it. I love being on television.
Yeah,
So,
you're so good on television too.
Thank you. Thank you. So it's definitely not the end of my TV career by any means. However, I do want them to realize that I have started my own thing. So it's going to be juicy in storyline land.
Which we love. And I would be fun. Season 6, Christine's over here with her own thing. And
I'm going to grab Chelsea. I'm going to bring her to my side. I can't wait. It's going to be like the battle royale of the agents.
Oh my God. I can't wait. I can't wait. But we also have to ask the reunion. You
Yes.
Unfortunately tested positive.
Yes.
For COVID. Now, some of your castmates are like, no, she's lying about it. She just didn't want to, see us and confront us about all the things that did go down during season 5. What do you have to say about that?
I absolutely did not lie about having COVID. I was not feeling well, that is for sure. I tested positive, which was a day or 2 before the reunion. And so I couldn't make it. I'm vaccinated. I was feeling crummy for probably like 2 days. And then after that, I had a campaign which was scheduled for this campaign was scheduled 3 months in advance. So we took all the necessary precautions. They tested me the night before the campaign and they tested me the morning of the campaign, to which I both tested negative for both of those. So I was cleared to come on set and continue to do my work. But at this point I was feeling fine. And I do wish that, I would have been able to go and clear the air on some things, but I wasn't feeling well. I was in bed till 4 o'clock that day. And they're like, can you get on Zoom? And I was literally passed out. I felt horrible, but it would have been nice to clear the air with, some people that I do love and respect. And that's Jason, that's Brett, that's Chelsea, that's Vanessa, that's Mether and Harry. Mether and Harry, I would have loved to amend my Heather and Mary. I'm like, I don't even know what their names are. Mether and Harry, I would love to have amended my relationship with. Okay. But yes.
What about Chriselle? That's like the Chriselle.
I don't know that one.
The shade, the salt.
I don't even know that name.
Salt. That is one thing I didn't know if you would want to hash things out with her, or you're just like, you know what?
The only hash I want to have is from McDonald's, and that's hash browns. Like I feel like I'm the one I've always been an open book. I don't hold grudges. And the ball is in their court at this point. If they want to reach out, if they want to engage, I've done everything on my end, but I'm not going to be a serial apologist.
Season 5 drops, and then you take to Twitter and you're like, have fun enjoying all these fake storyline people. What were you like alluding to? What was fake?
Well, I was alluding to, I have absolutely never, ever in my life bribed a client. And if I was going to do it, I certainly wouldn't do it for $5,000 on a multi-million-dollar property. So I was really hurt. I was really hurt when I saw the show. And, that's something that affects my reputation if people actually believe it. But I've never done that. And I would never bribe a client. It's absolutely, it goes against everything I believe in.
When you heard that, were you like, wait, what the heck? Like, where did
I was completely shocked. I was completely shocked when I watched this season. I'm not going to lie. I knew that when we were filming, I was under the implication that we were going to be talking about my brokerage, because they all knew I was starting my own business. And so they said, yes, we'll talk about, you leaving in a capacity to do your own thing. When I watched the show, I was completely horrified. I was completely horrified that so many people were complicit in this storyline. This didn't happen at all. So it was really hurtful. And then to see a scene that I wasn't even invited to, where Christine was supposed to be here in the office. She's supposed to be discussing this. What? They did that without my knowledge. Yeah.
So, well, they're waiting for you to show up and you don't show up. You didn't even know about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was a shock.
So that must have been hard watching back.
It was really hard to watch. It was really hard to watch.
And but you're still up for coming back next season, even though you
Of course. I just think, it's one thing to make great television, but it's another thing to do it at the extent of someone else's expense. And that's kind of where I felt really icky when I was watching it.